Hello, my peeps and friends. Good Coffee Chronicles. I'm driving, but I do have my coffee. Okay, so let's talk about this. What are we talking about today? I haven't posted in a while. I've been really not sure if I should keep this going or not. And then I realized that for me, I like it because I can get things out of my head and vent my frustrations and stuff and try to have an open dialogue with people. And no one does, but that's okay. Unless it's about my burning uvula, which, by the way, is not a private part. It's the thingy on the back of your throat. It's called a uvula. Okay? So, and if you listen to that song, WAP, she talks about it. That she wants your to hit her. And, yeah. Okay, so enough about that. Good Coffee Chronicles morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day in Colorado. I took a weekend and went to Denver to see and spend time with my friends and my family and just reground and had a lot of really good talks and open-hearted conversations that just really got me thinking and reflecting. And recently I just went through a breakup with my fiance. Me and him, the engagement ended. Haven't really talked about it or why, and that's between him and I. People in my life who are important to me and my support know why. Long conversations about it. Anyways, we're moving on. So what is it that I'm trying to say? Because I'm just jabber, right? What I'm trying to say is our emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. And I have my opinion on it and my views on it, and I was having some conversations with some high school friends, and talking about being awake, talking about not just sleepwalking through life, talking about having energy and feeling energy and being present in the now. And, I really started to see that is so important. I'm trying to put my thoughts together. I found that if I write things down, I just kind of doesn't feel genuine. And so, I want to be genuine. And I want to be able to, anyway, so here we go. I don't know if I'll edit this out. I just learned how to edit, and I just learned how to do a thumbnail, so I'm super excited about that. So walking with your eyes closed, autopilot, like I'm on autopilot. Like a lot of the times I'm on autopilot. I'm just trying to get through the day without a day flashback or a nightmare or anger, irritability, all of that stuff. I'm just trying to make it through the day, one day at a time. And that was great when I was first getting sober. But I've got a couple years under my belt, and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm not growing myself. I'm not changing. I'm not really being honest with myself, and I'm not working on my character defects. And in the program, that's really important. But for me too, there's other things that go with that. Why am I just surviving and not enjoying? Why am I not just, and this is not just me, like everyone a lot of people I'm talking to, it's the same thing. So how do I wake up? How do I enjoy life and be happy and not be on autopilot? How do I do what's healthy and good for myself and still be able to enjoy life? Enjoy the junk food. If you're if you're a healthy drinker, the going out to a party once in a blue moon. How do I enjoy doing that without losing myself? Oh my God, this stupid little car. Okay. So how do we do that? It's hard. It's like, how do we find that balance? Like, what is that balance? What does it look like? Like, people talk about routine. Routine works if it's actually working and you're content and happy. But for me, I was in the military for 16 years, and routine was it. And then I got out, and I didn't know how to function. I couldn't not do anything. So I'm sitting here and I was talking to my best friend of almost 20 years, and thinking about, like, how do I stay spiritually connected, mentally aware without mind-altering substances? How do I stay in the now and not worry about what's happened in the past or worry about what's going to happen in the future or the next thing or that. How do I eat healthy but still be able to enjoy little things without losing control? How do I get my body healthy along with my mind and my spirit? I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person, and some people are like, oh my God. Okay, you know what, you can have your opinion, this is mine, and if you don't like it, you can click off my video. But while you're here, subscribe. Okay, so I struggle with organized religion. But for me, what I found that's been working when I do it, when I'm checked into reality, when I'm not just trudging along, when I'm actually participating and being rigorous, honest in my life. What am I, what am I trying to do? What am I doing? And for me is owning my faults and being honest with the shit I did instead of burying it in the back of my head and pretending that everything is okay and just settling because it's comfortable and feels semi-safe. But if you think you're comfortable and you think you're safe, you might not be. And I'm not talking physically safe, like in a domestic situation, or if you're working in a prison or law enforcement, or live in bad neighborhoods or combat, whatever. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking mentally. I find that I need certain things in my life, and then I just trudge. And then instead of expanding and looking deeper and working on things and finding what is working and what is not, I'm staying in that insanity cycle, right? So I'm doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different change. So if I just change this one little thing, but I'm still doing everything else the same, what the fuck am I changing? Nothing. So it's trying to stay in the now. It's trying to stay in what is truly happening and being honest with myself. And so talking with my friend, we were talking about being clean and sober and that quitting this or quitting that, and I struggle with, after my alcoholism, I was sexually assaulted in the military, and I struggle with food. I felt that since I was in shape and physically fit, that is what got me assaulted. My part in that was my behaviors. I didn't request to be assaulted or anything like that. We're not going to get into the details of it. But the thing is, though, it wasn't my size that determined what happened to me. But my subconscious still thinks it does. Like, if I stay this way, I'm going to be assaulted. Because unfortunately, let's admit it, like most guys and some women, because I've been hit on by women, find me, make more comments and hit on me more when I'm smaller. And it makes me uncomfortable. Because that's, but this is like a really hard conversation to have. But subconsciously, I'm not healthy. Subconsciously, my subconscious is really messing with me. And I was having this conversation with another high school buddy that I met with today. And, like when I start to eat right and do the right things for my body, and I'm starting to feel good, I'm starting to look good, my subconscious is kicking in, and my nightmares are elevated, my agitation's elevated, because I'm fearful. So what am I fearful of? What am I not allowing myself to heal and cope and deal with? Well, there's a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of really shitty ass things. So what am I not allowing myself to do, and what am I being scared of? And it's the same thing with talking with my friend. My friend is scared to stop doing something. She wants to, but is not sure about it. Well, and I asked her, I go, well, what are you scared of? What is the reason why you don't want to stop doing it 100%? What is that fear? What are you scared of? And it hit me like, Tabby, it's the same fucking thing with you and food. Not sticking to the meal plan, not sticking to your macros. Like, I know that my amazing trainer, Jeanette Smith, out of Bodies by Design out of Pittsburgh, would be more, food-wise would be a lot more fun if I would just do what needs... Oh, what is happening? Okay. Would be more fun if I can stick to the meal plan or stick to my macros and do the right thing, and get my body healthy so that I can have the other things. Like, my cholesterol is out of the fucking roof right now. because I wasn't eating right. I wasn't eating healthy. I started to go off plan because I was getting all these DMs on Instagram. And then one day, actually it was like 3 days ago, one guy was like, "You're looking hot." And I was like, I'm always hot. I'm just getting healthy. So it's changing my mindset and my personality into what I feel is comfortable. Well, I don't know what is comfortable. I don't know what is healthy because I've never allowed myself to be that way. People tell me, I hear it. I have an amazing fucking trainer, Jeanette Smith, Bodies by Design, who's trying to help me do that. And a roommate who's trying to help me do that. And my son who's trying to help me do that. But I'm not listening. I'm not opening it up, and I'm not letting go of my fear. I'm not letting go of a subconscious crutch that I hold on to for comfort because I'm scared. I have a fear. I have a fear of something. So how do I do that? How do I change my behaviors? How do I change my thinking? Well, there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm learning, I'm in school. I have my undergraduate in psychology, and I'm working on my master's in social work. And I can learn all this stuff, but it's applying. So how do I apply this? Is I got to be rigorous, honest, and I got to be willing to change it. I got to break the insanity cycle. So I can go on all these meal plans. I can do every diet under the book, which I have done. I've done the pills. I've done the crazy shit. But I can't stick to it because it's not comfortable and it's not healthy. It's not right. I'm not feeling full inside. And I'm not talking about feeling full in my stomach. I'm feeling spiritually in my heart, in my soul. So I need to find a balance in my physical, mental, and spiritual reality. And Dr. Jung, who was an apprentice or worked with or under, I can't remember exactly, under Sigmund Freud, actually talked about this spiritual connection and mental health. And it's staying focused and in the now and learning to reconnect our energies. And if your spirituality is religion, Christian, Catholicism, Islam, Judaism, whatever it is, that's fine. That's great for you. But I need to be able to find my own. And I have found my own, but I lose connection with it because I quit doing it. Because I want to be normal like society, what I see on TV, what I see. But in reality, I'm not seeing anything other than what I want to see and how easy I want it to be, how easy I want weight loss to come, how easy I want my mental health to be strong, how easy it is to eat the right things and do the right stuff, how easy relationships are, how easy it is just to have a clean house and to raise a teenager. I want quick, immediate results. I don't get that's not life. Life is not quick, immediate results. Life is work. But I got to be willing to do the work. I got to be able to put the effort in and not give up. And I give up so easily because it gets uncomfortable, it gets hard, and I get scared. And there's so many different things that come with that. And it's not just food. It's not just PTSD or anxiety or assaults. There's so much that comes with it. And I realize so much of what I see on social media, what I see in TV and in movies, and it's been embedded in my head. Well, I've really come to see that that's not reality. Perception is not reality. And I've had this video talk about perception versus reality before. So how do I do that? How do I change my thinking to better devote myself to what's good for me? Because what's good for me may not be good for you. Not everybody's an alcoholic. Not everybody's a drug addict. Not everybody has an eating disorder. Not everybody is, whatever. Some people who want to go and compete and do that, they have this dedication, this obsession, this thing that goes and works for them, because not all of them are obsessed. I don't. I want that, but I don't have that. So if I really want this goal, I need to find a balance in my head and in my heart and soul to get that. And I need to be rigorous honesty about what I can and cannot do and how to fix it and get there. I know what is healthy, what is not healthy. I know what is good, better, and different. But I still want to do what I want to do. And in the end, that's not working. And it's uncomfortable to change. Shame of things I've done. Uncomfortableness. Brene Brown talks about that in her book, Daring Greatly, and on a TED Talk. Uncomfortability is not, we're not okay with it. And the thing is that we need to be uncomfortable to grow and change. We need to find a path to be able to, that works for us. A path that will help us set us up for success and that we're willing to work with and do. Not do something that's a fad, not to do something because they saw it on social media or because this superstar or that superstar did it. We need to find what works for us and that we're comfortable with, but being uncomfortable. Does that make sense? For me, that's continuing to do what I don't see other people doing. And just because I don't see other people doing doesn't mean it's not happening. So, I get comments from friends on Facebook and Instagram because I post my workout videos and sometimes I post my macros and stuff when I remember, and I'm really bad about tracking my macros and I'm really bad about eating on my macros. Eating for my body and not for how I feel. I'm really, really bad about that. Like, I'm great in the gym. I can do the gym all the time. But if I'm not fueling my body, then I'm not doing it any good. But I get told from people all the time, you're motivating me, I'm working on, in the gym, I'm working on my food, you're doing great things. Well, and then I see other people do it and I feel the same way. And so, if we're not making it known that this is okay to sit and meditate, if we're not making it okay to sit and talk to our higher power as we feel it, if we're not making it okay to feel the way we feel and be willing to change the energy in an atmosphere around us, and we're only going how the rest of society feels, are we even being true to ourselves? I don't think so. That's my opinion. And if we're uncomfortable with other people's thoughts and feelings and we're taking that in, I'm just dirtying myself. I don't agree with a lot of things out there. And sometimes I jump on the bandwagon and I don't do my research and I don't make an informed decision. And I just join it because I want to be cool or I want to fit in and I don't want to be uncomfortable and have that debate. Well, you don't have to have the debate. If you don't like Trump, you don't have to have the debate on why. If you don't like Biden, you don't have to have the decision on why. If you don't like marijuana or alcohol or same-sex marriages, you don't have to have that conversation if you're not comfortable with it. You get to have your own opinion, right, wrong, or indifferent, but you don't get to hurt other people, physically, mentally, emotionally. You can keep your shit to yourself. And that's hard to do because we want to be vocal, we want to stand up for what's right and what's wrong, but I can't force somebody to get clean and sober. I can't force somebody to have the same political views as I do. I cannot force somebody else to have the same religion I do. And that's been proven time and time again with all the religious wars that have happened over time. And so what do? Sometimes we want to be helpful. And sometimes I have to take a step back and am I doing what's right for me? And am I being an example of what I'm saying and doing? And no, I'm not. I'm posting my workout videos. I'm doing all this stuff, but I'm eating like shit in the background. I make it fit my macros, but it's not fueling my body. It's not doing what I need to take care of myself. I am killing myself from the inside out, mentally and through food, So going back to the original topic of this vlog, I'm going to start calling this my vlog, my video blog that I post on YouTube for everyone to see. This is what I'm doing. It probably already is a thing, but I am not connected with that kind of stuff. I'm going to start posting every day my food and what I'm doing for my mental and spiritual well-being. Because for me, it's an accountability thing. And for me, if I want to make a change in the world, I got to show the change I'm making for myself and for the world. And I think for me, how I see it, is not only through social media that we have this amazing platform to use, but it's also through my real life actions. If I want to see my town cleaned up, well then when I take my dog for a walk, I need to grab a bag and just start cleaning up my town. I don't need to post about it. I don't need to brag about it. I just need to do it and others will follow. The restaurant in my town did pay it forward. One guy started it and it turned into a whole entire day of paying it forward at the restaurant. It was amazing. You know, all we did was mention it. Like, hey, this is what's happening. The guy before you paid for your meal. The guy before him has been a thing. And it just continued all day. And we were able to pay for people's meals. And I believe the manager hooked up people who are less fortunate with food. So, you know, it's pay it forward. There's a great movie about it that talks about that. And we talk about how negative social media is. So let's change the negativity of social media and the news. We, the people, can make these changes, but if we're just going to sit here and bitch about it and not do anything about it, we might as well just shut the fuck up. So what can I do to change what I see and feel and all of that and think? By doing action and showing my action. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a struggle. Just like getting sober was so hard. It was so hard. It took me a year of relapse after relapse after relapse to finally get sober. And I only have a day at a time when it comes to my sobriety. And I'm grateful that I've been able to piece together 6 years of continuous sobriety, you know. And so the only way to continue to do that is to continue to take that one step and take the action. Have I been happy, content, glorious, and free? Absolutely not. Like, there was no fucking unicorn. There was no unicorns. There was no leprechauns. There was no gold. There was no rainbows. But I found a little bit of peace. And I was able to rebuild a connection with my son. I was able to build a connection with family and friends and start to mentally heal. So, to end this long diarrhea of a shit, and my thoughts and feelings, an open conversation, I would love it, is what am I going to do? What is my actions? Well, I am going to work on my food day by day and not being mean to myself if I make a mistake, but also not binging, because I'm killing myself internally. I have high cholesterol, like really high, and I need to get healthy. But I also need to get healthy spiritually, which means I need to sit, and for me, it's sit with my higher power, talk to my higher power, ground, meditate in different ways. For me, it's just being in the present, in the now, and not allowing others to affect me, which is really hard. So there's a lot of things. So I am just going to start and let my actions follow my presence. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see it. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it. If you're on YouTube, hopefully you'll see it whenever I post other videos. So please subscribe and share. I really want to have conversations about this. So comment below. Let's talk about this stuff. Let's talk. How can we make a change not only in ourselves but in the world around us for the better, and not complete being hateful and disoriented to the shit around us? Because we, the people in the world, can make a difference if we take the chance and start doing the actions in our lives, because it's a trickle-down effect. So, all right, America, I'm going to finish driving home and drink my coffee, because I love coffee, and work on training with my asshole with fangs, because I love her, but their breed is special. I love her so much, and I'm going to work on myself. So stay tuned for changes, stay tuned for growth, and I can't wait to see your strength and your growth. All right, America, we got this.